Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Yeah, no, if you kind of hear like my voice just a little raspy and whatnot, it's like, man, I kind of just, I just woke up a little while ago. Basically, what I'm doing is, going through my stack of cards, basically, swapping out all the sleeves because I don't have time to peel off all the price tags at this time. So basically, I'm just going through and I'm leaving the ones on the back. On the clear penny sleeves, and then again I already swapped out. I totally forgot that the Radiant rule, you can only have one Radiant Pokemon in a deck, so I mean at least we got a secondary bonus one. And then basically what we are doing is we gotta take this, flip it around. Actually, seeing how nasty that sleeve is previously, we're just gonna pop a new sleeve on. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to just take out the Radiant Steelixes. Alright, yeah, so this one's got that, this has got one of them sleeves where, it folds right into itself. It throws me off when I see this kind of sleeve, because, man, like, these sleeves are a little spendy, at least from my understanding on it. It's kind of like, it's a little too, redundant. Not redundant, it's just that extra level of care. And then here's what I'm going to do, because it's a size to fit. I'm just going to double sleeve it. I had no idea that one was actually going to be double sleeved like that. I guess it's kind of cool, actually, when I do come across those intricate sleeves, but, you know, is it necessary? Not really. You'd be fine just picking up just a regular penny sleeve pack. Because I do want to say those sleeves are just a little bit, what, premium-ish. Yeah, you don't need to waste your money on that. Just keep it real with the penny sleeve. What I do like about those size to fit sleeves is if you're gonna be playing with a deck with very expensive cards, then yeah, I'd sleeve up your entire deck that way, and then, you know, keep them like double or even triple sleeved. That's kind of how I would go about doing that. But to each their own. It's just all about the love of the hobby. Y'all collect what you want to collect. Y'all, you know, y'all can protect your cards however you want to protect your cards. I ain't judging anybody that goes the extra lengths on triple sleeving up a card. It's just I you know, gets to be a little bit too much in my mind. So I just only have time for, you know, penny sleeves and top loaders and magnetic slabs. That's kind of all I have time for. We'll set that Darkness Ablaze sleeve off to the side. We're gonna put this. This is pretty sweet though. I'm very happy with this. It's funny. As a kid, right? I was so attached to Entei when Johto Region came out. And it's like, man, I was all about Entei. And then now my adult self, I'm like, dude, I am all about Suicune. Suicune is just so much better, at least in my opinion. The whole lore and the myth and the stories that surround Suicune, it's like, man, it's pretty epic. And even watching all the movies too, it's like, man, like, what Entei had that one where it's like, but that wasn't even Entei. That was just like kind of like a spirit of Entei that someone cast, because it's like, what, like a father and daughter story, and the father, like, I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched the movie, but I know I've seen those movies. I've seen all the Pokemon movies. It's just my whole memory of it is I like Suicune's story a little bit better, at least in my opinion, because I thought it was gonna be like Entei, but it was like just like this like shadow Entei that was like formed because I don't know the father daughter relationship there or what or whatnot. But so basically, what we're doing is we're gonna take a look at these Radiant Charizards. I don't know why modern Pokemon cards are like this, but man, the centering is just terrible. I know I'm not the only one that points that out. There's a lot of other channels that also point that out and say the same thing. It's like, what is it? A cutting? Is it like, we got a quick send all these Pokemon off to the printers, and then we got a quick hurry up, cut them, ship them out? Like, is it like a logistics thing, or I don't know? Just my mind's just stuck on the whole centering thing right now, and that just goes to show you just like my whole thought process behind everything is like my mind is it just wanders off and veers off like that of just, well, just thinking about all the possibilities. So here, let's put the Charizards all together. We're gonna put Nessa. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, I might send Nessa off to go get graded. Same with Lady. I mean, they're two trainer cards I actually play with the most. The most. Here, let's do something funny with this Steelix, right? So this is one that's double sleeved, right? And then now we put it into a top loader. Boom! It is triple protected. And then again, here's all of our Charizards. Let's start off with the promo, and then let's yeah. I mean, man, I can never have enough Charizards, and it's one of those things too where I guess I was like this as a kid, which is why I have so many Charizards from base set. There was a couple LGSs that were all in like a quadrant of my city that I grew up in, all right? And you gotta remember, like, Pokemon ended up being like the hottest craze in the 90s. You couldn't walk like, I don't know. You couldn't walk like in like a 2-mile radius without having a store selling Pokemon. Like there was stores that popped up everywhere. And all the ones that decided to close out, well, as a kid, you know what's crazy? So Charizards back then, I remember going through like when Charizards were like under $10 for like a base set Charizard. Obviously, that's what, like the beginning of the market for Charizard, right? So it's just kind of like, I know that it had this cloud of, it could potentially be worth X amount of money. But I remember every week walking into my LGS as a kid on my bike, walk into the store, go check out all the Charizards. I'd buy all the ones that were under $10. And then obviously you had some that were like in the teens, and then you had a lot of Charizards. Obviously the ones that were packed fresh were like going for 20 to 25. And then obviously once when Charizard ended up popping and becoming this huge craze, it's like Charizards ended up being 50, 60, 80, and then steadily at like hundreds. Right? But it was one of those things where like it took a while for Charizard to gain there. But what I was chasing after and buying all the Charizards that were under $10. So that's how I ended up having, man. I gotta go back. I gotta find all those, dig them all out, and recount all of them. But I know some of them aren't pretty. All my pretty copies are the ones that I have magnetic slabbed and sleeved and all that. But I gotta go through all my vintage binder collections again. Just kind of speaking of Charizard, it's you know, it's just one of those things too where I am going to all these modern Charizards. I'm just curious to see how they're going to be doing in the long run with things, because I just nobody knows, right? So my point is, if I'm seeing Charizards, at least the best thing that I can do about that is buying them. And buying them, I will. Let's see. I don't think I have any Charizards in that stack. Let's see. Where's my other most recent Charizard stack? I just have a grip of Charizards. Oh yeah. Here we go. But it's one of those things where, you know, I could be I could definitely be wrong on things, but what I do know for a fact is historically Charizards have always inflate. You just allow some time and Charizards will always grow. That's whole that's my 2 cents about it. So then here's my other Charizards as well that I'm just going to add in with these. So obviously promos I don't really care about. I just care about like the main set Charizards. So obviously some of the specialty ones. I bought this for $18, which I thought was a steal. I'm curious to see the long term growth of this Charizard and even these ones too. So that's gonna be kind of all for right now. I mean, it's just I'm not even into Charizard. That's the funny thing about it. But I mean, if I'm at my LGS and I'm going through the singles box and I see Charizards, I'm just just in tune and just it's a habit of adding it into my purchase stack. So anyways, peace out, stay safe, have fun everybody. I don't really have anything too exciting with this video. This is just one of those where I just want to hit record and just go through and have some downtime and just at least get all the price tags on the back side of the cards, and then just do some up. I guess this is upkeeping. So see you later.